shoe we're coming at you with our first impressions on the Air Jordan 37. Interesting. Let's go. Welcome back to our channel, guys. Today we are checking out the Air Jordan 37, the newest shoe to release in Michael Jeffrey Jordan's signature line with Jordan brand, his own line. These are definitely interesting. A major switch up to the Air Jordan 36.
Oh yeah.
Not like, there's some stuff, I think some of the materials feel a little bit similar to like what they've been using on the upper. And like, obviously guys, this is our first impressions. Just got done saying that. So we don't know about all the tech specs that's gonna be used within this model yet. I just know it looks different. Like you can even come up here to the like toe area, and that's my sock. Like that's my sock. If I crunch my toes back like that, you can kind of see like the actual.
Oh, it's transparent?
Shoe. It's straight up, that thing is straight up transparent. I think that might be specific to just this colorway, and I honestly am kind of hoping that, because then you got a whole new like, then like say I wear black socks, now this shoe's not black, now the shoe's not white, it's white and black. Yeah. I don't know, it's kind of interesting to me, but definitely a different look to this year's model. Air Jordan 37. I think these retail for $185, so they're gonna be the same price point as last year's shoe. So there's no price jump to worry about there. I don't know what the, I wonder if they'll do a low. They did the Air Jordan 36 low. I'm sure they will. Ooh, a little bit bouncy up in that forefoot. That upper material, these remind me a lot of the Air Jordan 34 from like, what would that be, 3 years back now? The upper feels a lot like the Air Jordan 34. Very similar there, but here I'll go ahead and bring you guys in. We'll take a look at the socks today. Chase, what are we working with?
Today we're working with the Sunny Vibes colorway.
Ooh, the Sunny Vibes. We love that, guys. Not much goes good with this Jordan 37 colorway. Yes, guys, as always, they're gonna be numbered to, it's tough to see on this, it's gonna be numbered to 25 there. So go check that out on our website. Really, really nice socks, always comfortable playing, but definitely this Air Jordan 37 model is so different. I did not expect these. I saw them loaded on Nike's site whenever they came out initially, whenever they were about to come out. I was like, that is not the Jordan 37. That is not at all what I thought the Jordan 37 was gonna look like. I don't know what I expected. I'm just glad it's different, to be real honest with you. It does look better in person, I feel like, than it looked like on the photos. I looked at the photos, I'm like, that looks like a boot. That looks like a hiking boot. I don't think it's really to that extent. It's a pretty cool piece. Though. Yeah, it's definitely interesting, right? Like I don't feel like it looks super basketball-y to hoop in, but I don't know. See how they feel. All right, so now we'll get on the court and kind of see how these shoes feel from a little bit more of a performance side. But really quick, as always, I just want to let you guys know, feel free to, if you made it this far, thank you guys for stopping by to check us out. Feel free to throw it down in the comments. First off, what you're thinking about the Jordan 37. Definitely kind of a unique model. Also, let me know anything you guys want to see on our channel from like, you know, we get all kinds of requests. We've been doing squeak tests. We got a durometer now. Just anything you may want to see us use in the context of a shoe review. We'd be happy to put that in there for you. But now we'll kind of see how these feel. Guys, I'm getting really close with this right hand. I'm going to keep it close. Chase is telling me to keep it close today so I don't get hurt. But I can start to use it a little bit. It's gonna take some time to get it back as long as I keep it on the inside, but all right, let's get talking about the shoe. So these feel like they got a bouncy front unit, and I've been really liking stuff like that. It definitely feels very reminiscent of the Air Jordan 36, the 35, the 34 that have been kind of loading up that forefoot. Actually, I don't remember what the 34s did, or the 35s. I played in the 36 so much lately that it does have a, does definitely have like a similar feel to that.
Overall, how's the sizing?
The size on the shoe, these feel like they're gonna run a little bit big. I was showing you earlier, like, I can pretty much like tuck my toe back here and you can see like down inside that model.
What's,
like, you can see like down inside
what size did you get?
I went true to size, I got a 10.5. I'd say, you know, I felt like it was gonna run big. Now that I'm actually really feeling it, it's more so gonna be true to size, maybe a little bit narrow. This seems like it's a little bit more of a narrow model. Just feels like it's a little tighter in the midfoot. Up front, you got about like a half a thumb's width left over. So it's not really as long as I thought it was gonna be. The sizing is honestly pretty accurate. I can shoot it right-handed now. That feels amazing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, cushioning is probably gonna be a strong point on the shoe. I'm not gonna lie. I put these on and immediately I was like, oh no. Because it kind of felt like it was a little bit, stiff. Which is never, like, I was just worried it might take a little bit more to, a little bit longer to break in, like a little bit more to loosen up. I was also nervous that there might not be, because the way it felt like there might not be any, trying to use my right hand, I felt like there might not be any like real bounce in this shoe. That's not the case. You definitely, I mean, you can feel it more in this model than you can in some other models that I like to talk about. Like these feel Kyrie 8 Air Jordan 36 more than they feel like KD 15 and Zion 2. Like those ones have the same setup, just not quite as springy.
Too much, yeah.
These definitely got some spring. Traction. And like I said, like this is like, yeah, I'm about to get to the traction. This right here, super thin. You can see through it. I felt like Jordan had been knocked forever for making like super heavy models. They were making super heavy models to play in, jeez. But like, his shoes have gotten so much lighter. The Jordan 36 was one of the lightest models that I played in from his line. These are gonna be lighter. I'm almost certain of it, and I love that. But as for traction, like you were saying, yeah, let me show you the pattern first. I don't even know what we got. What we got here?
Pretty basic.
More of just like a random pattern.
It looks pretty durable though.
Yeah, no, the Jordan normally does make some durable models. These feel like they got some bite too. They definitely feel pretty sticky. Jordan's been doing a good job with traction. Like the Jordan 36 was one of my favorite shoes just to hoop in at all. Like the low model was amazing too. I love the low variation of it. Jordan's been putting together some, geez, man, I can't even make a shot. Woo. Yeah, Jordan's been putting together some really complete basketball shoes. It feels like even with the super thin upper, it feels like it's like gonna be very strong. Like it's not gonna mess with your, like you don't gotta worry about it moving more than it should. My only thing I'm worried about a little bit is I don't see anything other than maybe a little bit of a heel counter to keep your foot from sliding around. I don't think there's a midfoot band. Doesn't really look like there's any overlays or anything kind of extending up from the midsole to help with that. Even with that though, I don't really feel like it's gonna struggle in that area necessarily. It'd be really nice to hit one of these shots. Now I'm starting to back it up. I shouldn't do that. That's gonna wrap up our first impressions on the Air Jordan 37. This shoe is gonna be nice. I feel like I'm gonna like these. And that's gonna be like a full like 180 for me, just because I saw these photos and I immediately went to a bad place. I was like, this shoe doesn't even look cool. Like the Jordan 36 looked really cool. I was like, this shoe doesn't even look cool. It's probably not gonna play that good. Then I got them in hand. I started to like them a little bit more. Then I slid them on and I was like, this shoe's still not gonna play good. Honestly, they feel pretty good on the court. Like I said, up in the front, in the forefoot, you get some really, I mean, it says Air Zoom on the bottom. So I'm assuming that you're gonna get some, like a nice Air Zoom unit up in the front half of that shoe because it feels like just kind of springy. And then now you can even see, like, this whole shoe is just like see-through all across the top. All these different spots on there are just different see-through portions. So you know the ventilation is going to be amazing. I'm imagining that's also going to make the shoe super light too. Like that's kind of what you would imagine.
Yeah, we'll weigh it.
Yeah, definitely not, I mean, but definitely not bad for like, just overall. Jordan hasn't put out a bad model in a minute. So I mean, I didn't really have a good reason to be nervous about this model. I guess I was just kind of nervous about it.
So Landon, is it worth $185 though?
$185. I can't sit here and give you that based off of first impressions. That's gonna have to go into the lab. The cushioning feels like it's got a good shot. I was nervous initially. Cushioning feels like it's got a good shot. The traction feels like it's gonna be right there. The only thing I can really think of to check out is gonna be the support, just making sure that this, you know, super thin upper is able to hold all those harder movements. That's what I'm gonna be doing, and that's gonna be coming out here in probably the next, you know, week or two. We got a hurricane coming in. Hopefully that doesn't like delay the rest of our filming, you know, too far back. But that full review is gonna be coming out in the next, you know, couple of weeks. Make sure you're looking for that. But as for now, that's going to wrap up our first impressions on the Air Jordan 37. Thank you guys for checking us out. But until next time, peace.